So what we do that actually no restoration company is going to do or subcontract is we're a service and emergency service plumbing company.
We set it up to where it's one-stop shopping. Anytime you give the customer a job to do, you probably lost that customer. We're going to take care of you no matter what your needs are, and we're going to get it done. We train the salespeople to do nothing but build relationships so that when the phone rings, it goes through our system.
Like one element that, because I'm, to be honest, not too familiar with the franchise systems. I mean, how easy is it in terms of regulation of owning franchises from different, different franchise systems? Are there any limitations if I want to, like if I have one franchise, one restoration franchise, can I like always add a one Tom-Plumber, or are there difficulties in kind of like multiple ownership of franchisees?
Absolutely. So it's all about competition. So if you own a plumbing franchise, you definitely cannot buy a one Tom-Plumber. But as long as you don't own a plumbing franchise, you absolutely can own whatever you want.
In terms of plumbing and then restoration, maybe getting into reconstruction, I mean, at one point is competition.
So what we do that actually no restoration company is going to do or subcontract is we're a service and emergency service plumbing company.
Okay.
So actually none of our plumbers do remodels or renovations. So even though they have a one-time plumber, they're going to sub out those very high dollar, very low profit jobs. So our guys can continue to focus on the really high margin emergency service, but then also if we're tied up in those large projects, we're going to be distracted. We're not going to be able to hop off and immediately go to those emergency service jobs because almost every water damage has a plumbing emergency tied to it. So they need to do, just focus on doing as many plumbing emergencies as possible.
Okay, so it's really just this very focused emergency plumbing, and the rest you're not too concerned about. Great. And then one other question that I had is, I mean, we talk about systems of one franchise system, and if I have a bolt-on, or if I have an existing and want a bolt-on, I mean, there seem to be, or are there some synergies in terms of the operations of two different or a bolt-on? Or is there also sometimes kind of like competition within where you say, hey, we do the sales like this, but the other one says, okay, we do the sales. How does that kind of qualification process, if you so will, happen?
That's a great question. We've got, I think it's 8 different brands that we've bolted onto, everywhere from Pure Clean Serve Pro, Restoration 911, R1. I can't even think of them all. And it's actually been really seamless. It's a great question, and we get it a lot. Okay. But once they understand our concept, they're not only welcoming us on board, but they're actually letting us dual brand, put our logo on one side of their shirt and theirs on the other, because they realize how much business we bring in, and then they get to collect more royalties. So we've been met with literally the higher ups from ServPro to like I said, Mark Davis from Pure Clean, we were on the phone with the Restoration 911 owners over and over again, because they want to see how they can help us, because they want more business, because they get to collect more royalties. So to be honest with you, it's been pretty seamless for the most part. We've had a couple of people that have given us a little bit of pushback early on because they thought maybe we were a competitor, or that because we want water damage, and we've even got it on our website. We do that so that we can send more business to them. You're not allowed actually to do water damage within the one Tom-Plumber brand. That has to go over to the franchise or the independent restoration company. So that's a long-winded answer to your question, but it's been really seamless. Go ahead, Cameron.
Well, in the restoration side, the sales process doesn't actually start until after the plumbing emergency has been handled. So there's really not much overlap within the sales process there.
I think that is just a crucial point, and it makes sense what you're saying. I was just envisioning exactly maybe for that sales process, but so have you like that is probably one crucial point. You've how does
I'll
the
make
handoff between a kind of the plumbing emergency to the restoration company? I mean, then that's that one point of synergy, right?
it's a
Absolutely.
it's a great question, and I'll tell you how easy it is. And I know this now. Starting any company is hard. That's not what I'm talking about. But they call the plumbing company, and the plumbing company in most cases absolutely actually dispatches the restoration company to the site. So it's you're truly we set it up to where it's one stop shopping. None of the money and the funds come through One Tom-Plumber for the restoration piece. It's just a dispatch arm for the restoration company. Because anytime you give a customer like, okay, we got the plumbing taken care of, now here's who I need you to call. Anytime you give the customer a job to do, you probably lost that customer. So we incorporated a system where we capture that customer, kind of like when you stop for gas. We're going to take care of you no matter what your needs are, and we're going to get it done, even though it's two separate companies. You're not going to buy the Twizzlers at McDonald's, but you're not going to buy the fries at Love's Truck Stop. So each piece is being sold independently, but they're working together to get as much as we can from that customer as far as their need is concerned. Okay. But I want to tell you, if you were talking about sales, okay, sales on a restoration side is extremely hard because you've got so many salespeople going out to these commercial accounts, telling them how amazing, their company is. They're coming in constantly daily, and they only probably need you every year and a half in each building, where plumbing, they need you 3 times a week. So once you build that relationship on the plumbing side, you're now moving it over and creating a relationship. As soon as you get the plumbing relationship, you stop talking about plumbing. Then you move over to, we would start selling literally within 2 weeks, Icon Property Rescue. And it was just all about Icon Property Rescue at that point, but you kept and maintained the relationship through the plumbing because you need that all the time. And it's easier to sell. Is it easier to sell restoration or emergency service plumbing? Which do you need more? It's that, and the concept, honestly, is that simple, isn't it, Cameron?
Yes.
So,
Amazing.
and
So on a
can
really
I make one more point on that? Sorry about that. And just to
obviously
put it in perspective, and if you came in for Discovery Day, you would see this. But we've got a salesperson that's been with us 11 years, and one that's been here 6 years. And like I said, we've only been doing the franchising for 3.5 years. They barely ever got over $1 million a year before One Tom-Plumber. Now they're both, for the second year in a row, $3 million a year plus producers. So that's how magical it is. And one of them said one time, it was like pulling the sword out of the stone and charging up that hill, like we armed them with, Excalibur. And you show me any other restoration company that had $2-3 million a year producers. I'd like to meet them.
on this one, what's their like you say we have salespeople and they grew from 1 million to 3 million, but on the other hand, you also said they almost don't need to do any selling anymore because that's happened within the One Tom-Plumber. They are then focusing on estimating or what's their
No,
main.
no, their job is solely to make the phone ring and build relationships. Okay.
Okay.
These are long lasting relationships that we have, and we're very relationship and sales and systems driven. They don't even take the phone calls. We want the phone calls to come through our dispatcher because we're from the womb to the tomb. We have a system from the time the phone rings until we shake their hand and thank them, and then even after that, giving them coupons and thank you cards and stuff like that. So we're very systemized. If they're calling the salespeople, then our system breaks down. So we train the salespeople to do nothing but build relationships so that when the phone rings, it goes through our system. Does that answer your question?
That answers my question. Yeah, amazing. And then also that's where you say it's basically I'm going back to my bolt-on and different brands you work with. I mean, how do you kind of on a technical level do the handoff from One Tom-Plumber to the restoration company?
Well, I can't get into that. That's a little bit of our secret sauce, and it's a great question. But I can promise you that if any of our franchises that you talk to, they'll tell you that it's seamless. And basically, the overview is that we have one Tom-Plumber dispatch the restoration folks for them, give them all the information. Basically, I can tell you. The dispatcher from One Tom-Plumber calls the dispatcher or the answering service for the restoration company and gets those people on the way. There's a lot more to that bridge, but just looking at the bridge from a distance, that's pretty much what it is.
There's a lot of people in the restoration business that get plumber referrals. So that is really no different.
Yeah. Okay. And that is this key synergy that you have, that it's then not two separate companies, whatnot, but it's really this kind of the dispatching is the core of making it seamless.
Well, not necessarily. So that's only for the really bad issues. A lot of the time people they need restoration until a plumber gets out there.
Yep. The thing is that it's seamless. We've got the system worked out, and then we even have a backup system.